I don't.
I can't. I don't think I can name you just a pure remaster that's ever been shortlisted for the award. 'Cause I don't think it's ever happened.
I'm surprised Skyrim hasn't.
Yeah, that's the thing with it. Skyrim would just be Game of the Year every other year if that was the case. So it's like
I think,
you kind
yeah,
of has to be limits to it, and I think I don't know if that's an actual rule, but it seems like it.
I feel like Skyrim's the perfect example of like nostalgia and a remaster. As you said
Oh,
earlier, the game's 10 years old now. Um,
yeah,
like
just under you.
you ask anyone, and they're like, "Oh, Skyrim's the best game ever." That or Fallout 3, you know. And you're like, "Okay, fine." And then they've remastered it however many times. And I think people, obviously at the time, like it was it was huge, wasn't it? It was
Oh,
sort of
Skyrim, yeah.
at the time you're just like, wow, look at this like vast landscape and all these quests and all these things. Like it was incredible. But now there's games that take that concept and do it better. But people still play Skyrim. But do you
I'm
think
gonna
that's
be
because
honest.
it's nostalgia
When you're
or
talking a medieval, you say that there's games that do it better, but I can't think of any right
I think
now that
I think
take.
maybe more. I think I more mean in terms of like open world and RPG games sort of thing. Like maybe not. Obviously,
In terms of
Skyrim's like
RPG games, I
medieval.
don't know. I can't think
But you
of
got
any
you got The
personally.
Witcher, right? I mean, I don't personally like it,
Um,
but
which
people
is,
went crazy, didn't they, for The Witcher
I
3?
think they're two completely different things, though.
You think?
Yeah, for definitely, yeah. I think they're
Okay.
two completely different. They're
Yeah, maybe.
very. The Witcher 3 is a lot more sort of user. If you're good at the game, you can tell sort of thing. They're very complex. It's intuitive.
I mean,
Whereas
obviously, my
Skyrim,
opinion's coming from someone who hasn't necessarily played those games that much. Like, I haven't got
yeah,
much experience with Skyrim, and I think I've got about 30 minutes of experience with The Witcher. But, you know,
yeah, no, I think they're two different, completely different games.
that's fair. I mean,
But no, I don't know with Skyrim being like still king of like big RPG world. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, anyway, I can't think of any that have kind of shown that they can
yeah,
do it better yet. And I mean, that's probably why it gets remastered every 3 days, just because it's
it's
like
popular.
people are still there. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the good thing about it is it's up for debate. It's you just don't know. Obviously people are going to have different opinions and all sorts, but I think it's hard to sort of get away from the fact that Skyrim is sort of like the grandfather of. I would put it as like the grandfather of nostalgic remasters.